something, like they're seeking something when they listen. You know, there are people who will come to Islamic classes and they come to hear a mistake. They're just waiting. I want to hear something that I can say, I heard this insane teacher saying this or that. Their whole point in listening to the entire class for 45 minutes will be to hear something that they view as incorrect and to convey that to the shayateen that they convene with in order to fulfill their goal. That's what they're listening for. Subhanallah. And there are people as well that are listening for guidance, to embrace it, to learn, to benefit. And may Allah Ta'ala guide us all to be of the latter type, those who listen, trying to find the very best in the speech. Walhamdulillah. And if you do hear an error, then your teacher is not free of errors, and he needs your advice, and he needs you to bring it to his attention. And hopefully by now you've heard at the ends of our classes enough. At this time we'll take any corrections to errors made, so you should feel totally comfortable in mentioning a correction. You should not feel shy at all if you've heard something that's incorrect or you think may be incorrect and you'd like to ask about it to be sure it was said the way you thought you heard it. Those kinds of matters are extremely important because slips of the tongue happen, genuine errors like real errors happen where the teacher genuinely has misunderstood a point and you might have been blessed by Allah Ta'ala to understand better, then you can alert your teacher to the error. And this is a place of submission and surrender to Allah, not a place of arrogance and rejection of the truth. This is a place where Allah Ta'ala is worshipped. We must be humble in submission to the truth. And we are all brothers coming together to learn tafsir and to read the book of Allah Ta'ala. So there should be no shyness when it comes to mistakes and correcting them in our gatherings. Barakallahu feekum. So yastami'una bihi. Nahnu. Subhanallah. I find it very strange. I get questions sometimes in emails where someone says, I was listening to your class and I'd like to know why you lied about this. I get questions like that. Why have you lied about this topic here? As if someone's listening to my class like a student. So I say, if this is your stance on your teacher, you need to find a better teacher. You need to find a teacher that you're comfortable with. That when you listen to your teacher, you listen with love and ambition and hope for learning something beneficial. If you're listening to a teacher that you hate and you believe he's a liar, what's wrong with you? Why can't you find someone that you don't hate and believe to be a liar? Out of all the people teaching Islam, you can't find someone that you're genuinely happy with? Don't listen to me if this is how you feel about me, but go listen to someone who you are comfortable with. Someone that, inshallah, is better than me. Someone that will teach correct teachings and not have whatever disturbs you in those teachings. It's very important. The manners of how you approach your class, how you sit, where you sit, the kind of attentiveness you have, your posture, all of that. It's from the manners of halaqatul ilm, that which our scholars remind us about constantly, that you sit close, that you lean in, that you're looking for benefit, that you're writing down main points, that you're trying your best to follow along, that you follow up with good questions on topic, like that. Anything that's unclear, I didn't understand what that point was there, could you re-explain that? Like that. These are manners of how you benefit from knowledge. And you study under someone that you anticipate benefit from. If you don't have any anticipation of benefit from your teacher, then don't waste your time. If your heart is not there, then your physical body being there won't really matter. Because there are people who listen, and they're not listening for any benefit. Barakallahu feekum. And for those people who come here looking for benefit from me and thinking well of me, then I thank Allah Ta'ala that perhaps some good has been accomplished, and all of that is from Allah Ta'ala, and I don't deserve any thoughts like that. But to Allah Ta'ala is the praise for whatever He has facilitated. Allah Ta'ala has said in Soorah Al-Anfal, Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu, O you who believe, Ati'u Allah wa rasulahu, obey Allah and His Messenger, وَلَا تَوَلَّوْا عَنْهُ وَأَنْتُمْ تَسْمَعُونَ. And don't turn away from Him, from the Messenger, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, whilst you are hearing Him. وَأَنْتُمْ تَسْمَعُونَ. Whilst you hear Him. وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ قَالُوا سَمِعْنَا وَهُمْ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ. And don't even be like, don't resemble the people who say, we hear you, We're listening, but they're not listening. Now there's an affirmation of listening and a negation of listening. So the affirmed listening is, yeah, the words are coming into my ear. They're entering. I'm here and I heard the words you said. I can repeat them back to you. But they're not listening. What's that mean? They're not listening with the ambition to turn that listening into action and to embrace it and to learn the religion and to benefit from it. وَهُمْ لَا يَسْمَعُونَ. They're not really listening. إِنَّ شَرَّ الدَّوَابِّ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ الصُّمُّ الْبُكْمُ الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْقِلُونَ. Verily the worst of all creatures to Allah are the deaf and mute, those who do not understand. Now here, not having understanding means that which is the result of sin, transgression, and arrogance. That when you've heard things, you've turned away from them, and now you can't understand anything and you can't seem to use your intellect for anything beneficial. وَلَوْ عَلِمَ اللَّهُ فِيهِمْ خَيْرًا لَأَسْمَعَهُمْ. Had Allah known any good in them, the hypocrites specifically, He would have made them listen. He would have made them to listen, subhanallah. But Allah tells us about what would have happened. وَلَوْ أَسْمَعَهُمْ لَتَوَلَّوْا وَهُمْ مُعْرِضُونَ. And even if Allah made them to listen, then they still would have turned away, fleeing with their backs turned. يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ